Okay, so whenever you want to resume from wherever you have stopped in a campaign, because creation of campaign is a 4-step, 5-step process, but maybe that you have stopped till the third screen or the fourth screen and you wish to continue from there, then always click on new campaign. Inside that you will find an option resume campaign draft. There is nothing but the previous campaign. It will lead you to the screen where you left. Let's click on it. So this is what we did. All the settings are as it is. Okay. All these keywords, if you remember, we had put that. In case you want keyword suggestions to come from Google, you can mention your website address here, or you can mention your main product or service here. Digital marketing SEO. There will be a lot of suggestions, but then this is a kind of automatic way. Never believe anything automatic. Manually test the keyword in the way that we have discussed in the step 1. The match types we already discussed, then we went to 7, continue, and this is where we stopped. So this is the ad creation page. Remember, we have selected to display ad into the Google search engine. So only text ads are allowed, image ads are not allowed here. The ad will look like a result in Google, for which you need to give the headline and the description. If you remember, the search snippet that we discussed in SEO has a format, URL, title, and then the description. That is how even your ad will look like, plus some extra combination, the ad extension that we are using. But a regular ad will have the URL, title, and 2 lines of description. And beside that, it will be written AD with a small font. Ad text will be there as AD. That's how you can differentiate between the SEM and SEO. There's a limit in the number of characters. You can't put as much lengthy headline or description. And there are other rules also. Sensitive words cannot be used, like abusive language cannot be used. And cigarette, smoking, gambling, these ads are not allowed in AdWords network. So there's a list of keywords which are considered to be negative by the search engines, like abusive language and all that. You don't have to mark them negative. That's already negative at the AdWords level. So when you are using those words into the keywords or into the ad text, the ads will get suspended. Some of the ads will go for review, while some will get auto approved. If no such sensitive word has been found in the ad that you have created, whether it is headline or description, then the ads will get automatically approved, and the moment you transfer the funds in your account, the ads will start running. Let us see. So what I do here is give my final URL. Once the ad is clicked, what page has to open up? That page address I need to give here. So let's say I want this page to open up, which is https. Let me take it from the browser. So this is a final URL that has to open up. This is a display URL. Let me zoom this a bit. Now what page has to be shown in that? You can have a different page address here, though the site is same, but here you can have any custom text. This is only for show purpose. Page which will open is this one. So ideally what you need to do here is give your keyword so that it creates a permalink. What all keywords that you have shortlisted to display that, those common words have to come in the URL, which is going to improve your quality score. Remember again, Quality score is nothing but how good is your page for SEO for the keywords that you are targeting. How much page is focused onto the keyword, that is what is quality score. More and more relevancy, higher is a quality score. I can't cross these characters. This is how my page will look like to show purpose, but this is a page which will actually open up. In the preview it will be more clear. Let us give headlines. Now here if you see, he has given you several headlines, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In fact, you can add more. There are maximum 10 headlines that you can have, minimum 3 headlines you need to give, 15 sorry. So 3 to 15 headlines can be given. Search engine is not going to display all the headlines. These are all the headlines which you are creating varieties of ad. I told you in the beginning class what is the advantage of digital marketing or the traditional at the beginning of the course. There I stated a point that you can create multiple varieties of that and you can test, you can do A/B testing to find out which ad is working better. While in traditional marketing, it is going to be very expensive. I may have 10 designs of ad in my mind. Firstly, I have to print ad 1 into newspaper and find out how the response by paying some huge money. Again, then to test second ad, third ad, fourth ad. Here we do not have to do that at all. With the varieties of the ads that you are creating, each ad only one headline will be shown up. It is not going to show multiple headlines. Each ad only one headline. But depending upon the screen of the user, depending upon the space available, randomly Google is going to choose any one of the multiple headlines that you have given. But over a period of time, it is going to rotate all the headlines and give you a response saying that this ad has worked well. Then this ad 2 has worked well, ad 3 has worked well. So that you'll be able to see in reports out of the multiple ad versions that you have created, which ad is getting more and more response. Then you can continue with the responsive ads and rest of the ads you can pause it or delete it. So to do this A/B testing, at least 3 ads are required, which is 3 headlines. Maximum you can only create 15. Again, then you can create multiple ad groups. I am talking about a single ad group. This is only ad group 1. Inside each ad group you have multiple ads. For every set of keyword there is one ad group. So don't get confused there. Location is applicable at campaign level. We have set the location ad extension that is applicable for all the ad groups and all the ads in it. But within an ad group there are several advertisements, there are its own set of keywords. So for ad group 1 I am creating multiple ads here. Now look at this statement. Enter 3 to 15 headlines. Headlines appear at the top of your ad and can be up to 30 characters. Your headlines and other parts of your ad, including extensions, may show in different configuration based on the device that as a potential customer is using, or when Google Ads predict that it may improve your performance. So there's an AI program, artificial intelligence program within Google, which will find out which ad is better for so and so user. So give him a choice. Not 3, I would suggest you to add 15 ads. All the 15 headlines must be used. Minimum is 3. So let us give a choice to Google to find out which ad is going to work better, rather than be judging, being overconfident that this is only ad that I want. No, never. So let's say first headline I would wish to have is second headline. You can have only the first letter of every word as capital. You cannot make all the characters caps. That will get rejected. This is against the policy. We have more characters, so let us use them. Try to make use of short forms like HYD, or then say for and make use of ampersand. Every character is important to be saved because we don't know which word is going to attract the user. So we should not miss out on any attractive keyword. And to have all the keywords, you need to save every single character wherever there is a possibility. I can put here as dot because there are still characters left for me. In fact, in is not required there. Anyway, I have just put it. For each headline, you need to create an ad description. First will go to the first, second will go to the second description, third will go to the third description, likewise. Here 2 to 10 or 2 to 4 sorry, 2 to 4 descriptions have to be given. So there could be description which may be having different headlines. Different headlines may have common description. You can add more headlines like this, you can add more description like this. 2 to 4 is suggestible, so minimum 2 description you need to give. Now there are two types of ad which go in my mind. I'm going to put both of them in the description. After I've created this ad, you will have to tell me which description is better for SEM. So I'll start here with, let's say, so like this, make use of short form, experience in real time, NISM certified, basic and advanced. I can't cross the number of characters here. Your ad description should also be as such, which is like a meta description. It must repeat your keywords. I told you how much of your ad is relevant to the keyword, how much keyword is relevant to the destination page content. This 3 extent of relevancy is going to create a score for quality score between 0 to 10. More the relevancy, higher will be the quality score. Okay, this still continuing with the second. Okay, this is one type of ad. You can have a preview of it. Not showing up here. Okay, let us finish this and then see. The other type of ad, I may want to have this kind of text which says fees. Let's say the fees is higher, but still I want to mention it. And my course, let's say, is 40 days duration. Need not write duration, save every character. I said here we can save a word altogether. So 40 days, and understood that has to be for duration. Batches Monday to Saturday, and then I write the timing, let's say 7 to 8, firstly morning, and then I have an evening batch. 15K fee, 40 days course, Monday to Saturday, 8 to 9 a.m. and 7 to 8 p.m. only in Amirpet. And then along with this, let's say I only offer classroom training. Okay, let's say this ad that I have. I've created two descriptions. One looks very attractive where all the positive points of the institute is what I mentioned there. While the second one, there's no positive point but only the factuals are mentioned here. If you were creating an ad in the SEM for the first time, which one would you choose? Whether the first one or the second one? Let us say that this is an ad A, this is ad B. I'll give you 30 seconds of time. Kindly post your answers in the chat window. And just with few words to explain why is your choice A or choice B.
I couldn't hear you properly. Can you please come again?
Yeah. So here I've created two varieties of ad. Headline seems to be almost the same, but the description there is a way difference by looking at the quality. This description is for ad 1, this description is for ad 2. If you were creating an ad, which kind of ad description would you choose to display an ad?
Can you please increase the font size of it so that it's visible to us? And it's not
Sure,
visible.
Hope it is visible now.
Yeah, better. Yeah. I choose the first one.
You will choose the first one.
First.
The reason being?
Yeah. It says, certified and advanced
Yeah,
training,
all the
100%
positive
practical
points.
experience. Yeah.
Yes, of course. How about you, Amit?
सर फर्स्ट वन
Why? Same reason?
सर बिकॉज मतलब अगर वो ऐड को देख के सर क्लिक क्लिक भी होंगे किसी के
हाँ.
इस फर्स्ट वाले टॉपिक को सॉरी डिस्क्रिप्शन को देख के
Hmm.
कोई भी क्लिक करेगा सर वो अपने पेज पे आएगा लैंड होगा इसीलिए
Correct. Agreed to both of them that the ad 1 is very, very attractive, but the answer is ad 2. This is the biggest blunder what lot of people do in the beginning level, which even I used to do. Remember, this is digital marketing. Here the analysis is totally different. I totally agree with each of your point that ad 1 looks to be very attractive, and very attractive means a lot of people would click on it, and if a lot of people are clicking on it, for every click I have to pay to Google, my bill is also going to be very high. Again, I remind you this point, the first objective in SEM is to protect our capital. I told you an employee performance is based on not how much profit is generating, but what is the cost of acquisition. To acquire one admission, what did I pay? On that value, your talent is judged. Here, what will happen is 100 people will click on it out of 1000 people searching. Maybe for each click, you are paying 10 rupees, not 10, it should be, let's say, 30 rupees. On 30 rupees, 100 clicks, 3000 rupees is your cost of acquisition. Here, tell me one reason why wouldn't a person join after clicking this ad 2. Let us think in a practical way. Ad 1 attractive, a lot of people click on it, but after clicking, there could be lot of things by which they may not join the institute. Point number 1 could be the fees is high. You did not mention the fees here. Person has clicked on it because the ad is attractive, but after clicking here, his budget may not be 15,000. Out of 100 clicks that I got in an ad, there may be 20 such click by the people who cannot offer the high fees. So I wasted 20 clicks there. 20% of the clicks is a very big amount. Then there may not be people who can spend 40 days. They may want a crash course. There may be at least 10 people as such. So I wasted another 10 clicks. Then there may be people who may want only weekend batch, but I don't offer it. I only have batch from Monday to Saturday. I wasted another 5 clicks. There may be again 10% people for whom this timing is not suitable, but they don't know it. After clicking that, when they call me, then they realize that, or in my page website they realize it. But I've already done with paying to Google because the click on that has come. Then there may be people who may be looking for online training here, but I only provide classroom. There may be 40% of the people who may not be ready to come till Amirpet, but they don't know that when they are clicking on that one. You are believing it or not, but you are wasting 80% of the clicks when you are choosing this ad one, and this is the same mistake even I used to do it. I don't say that you won't make profit, you may. Here, I don't find any reason why you would make loss in that too. Agreed that with this ad you may get 10 admissions in a month, but with this ad you may get only 2 admissions in a month. Correct. Today if you look at my ads, sometimes you will be finding my ads in SEM, it is this type, no doubt. I started with this type, then I went with lot of other types in a circle, made a full circle, came back to this ad. But that is post experience. When you are beginning with SEM, we don't know whether SEM is going to work out for us or not. So what should be your objective? Not to waste click. With this ad, a person who is clicking on this ad, there is hardly any chance that he would not join. Maybe it is less attractive, maybe out of 10,000 people, only 10 of them are clicking. Only 10 of them are clicking means your bill will also be very small. But in that 10 clicks, at least one would join, that chance is very high. So after 1 month, maybe 2 admissions you have got, but when you see what is the cost to acquire a customer, that will be like 200-300 rupees. Then you realize my fees is 15,000 and my costing for that is 300. So there is lot of room for me to take risk. Then I will remove this first part and I'll replace it with this one. When? Next week or next month, after 1 month of performance. I'll see that my bills are slowly increasing. My cost per acquisition from 300 has moved to 500. But still there is still a room for making profit. After few days, I'll remove this, replace it with this one. Like that, step by step, I'll transform my ad. And after every level of transformation, you are definitely going to see the cost per acquisition is increasing. But yes, because the margin is still providing us that scope, we are doing it. But let's say with this ad, already a cost per acquisition is coming to 8,000 rupees, then you can't run with this ad at all. It may be negative. Maybe it will take 20,000 rupees to get an admission for making 15,000. Maybe, we don't know. No? Our business we can understand, but how will you understand client's business? Can you ask the client what is the margin you are getting? He will never continue with you. These are all business secrets which they do not want to reveal. But one thing that we are very sure shot, that with this ad there is no chance that the client has to make loss, and if he is making loss here, then SEM is not for him. The real reason is SEM is meant for everybody, but maybe he is not responding to the clients properly. Maybe that in his destination website there is something else and in that he is showing something else. Here the expectations of the person is very high. Here the expectations are very low. Yes, in your website you write all this. Person never knew all that, still he was ready to join. That's why he's clicked on that. And after clicking that, he realized that this is by a 15 years candidate and that too NISM certified. He is providing basic and advanced training, that too 100% practical. His conviction will increase further. But after clicking here, if he finds this, his conviction will totally go away. Yes, if it's a newspaper ad, definitely this is what. Because there we are not paying per click basis. We want maximum response. Then that is your communication skills you need to convert. This holds good for traditional ads, where you are not paying per click basis. You are not paying per call basis. But this is SEM, where we are paying not for view but for click. Yes, if you are paying for view, then definitely this is better. So always create dull ad in SEM. Create non-attractive ads. That's what you want. We want only the genuine people to click on an ad, not because it is attractive they are clicking. If it is attractive, that means you are pushing them. If it is not attractive, you are pulling them. Remember I told you, I created one ad with my cousin in Mumbai, where the ad was very dull, no attraction at all, plain black background, only a button,
Don't not click on me.
but the message was powerful. Yes, Sarita?
Yeah, I remember it as you put the text as do not click on me.
Yeah, that's right. So that is how the logic has to be applied when it comes to digital marketing. Here, a traditional marketing guy can never do digital marketing, a digital marketing guy can never do traditional marketing. These are totally two different jobs. That's why you see in digital marketing it is more tech people who do it. But your traditional marketing, it is more MBA graduates, BCom, MCom, those guys do it. The logic is different, entirely different here. Yeah, later, step by step, if you transform it like this, then well and fine. That is a tested ad. You have seen at every level whether it is working out to you or not. But initial stage, I can't take this risk by making my ad so attractive and pay per click basis, not knowing whether how many people will take admission. Bring the expectations low initially. Alright, so like this multiple varieties, you need to create like this type of ads only, in the initial stage. Whether 2, 4, 5, how many descriptions that you are making. Then step by step, transform it to an attractive ad. This again is for tracking. This is done by the XML programmers so that they get the report in their custom made report, which ad, how it has performed. It is for them. That's all. Like this multiple varieties of the ads we create and we click on done and save and continue, and we are done with creation of the ads. The preview is not working, maybe the problem with the browser. Otherwise, as you are creating an ad, on the right side you get a preview of it. Budget we did not put it. Our campaign is created, and whether it is approved or rejected, you can see that by going to campaigns. These are all the campaigns that we have created. So we created right now campaign of this one. This is a campaign we created. No, not this one. We gave some other name. Yeah, this one. By default, we have got here a green tick, which means that ad got automatically approved. Believe it or not, in 5 minutes, less than 5 minutes, the ads will be shown into the search engine, provided you have balance in your account. If there is no balance, ads will automatically stop. But this green tick means that ad has been approved by the search engine because no sensitive word has been found. However, for some reason, you may want to pause the campaign because let's say you are traveling. There is no signal, people may call but you are not able to respond. So, look at the service that we provide. You may have got a client for whom you have created a campaign with at least 100 ad groups and 1000 ads. And all of a sudden he calls and says that I've got an emergency, kindly pause all my ads. Before even you cut the call and we tell them, sir, done, all your ads are in pause mode. And he'll be totally stunned. He doesn't know how easy it is for us to manage it. He comes back and says that enable all my ads at once. Yes sir, done, it's already enabled. He may say, please pause specific ad group. Please pause specific ad. In such a case, what you will do? Click on the campaign. You will find all the ad groups that we have created. We created only one. You can create more. So specific ad group can also be paused. Not only that, he says pause only specific keywords, only specific ads. You can do that. Even multiple, you can select it and then use the bulk option. All these bulk operations can be done. While that the ads are running, you'll be getting what is the cost, what is the first page bid, what's the quality score. Let me show you a campaign which I've already run here. These are campaigns which I've already run. So what is the total cost? What is the impression that I've got? Now look at this. This is really interesting. DMAT database campaign. 3,32,000 people have seen. Impression means how many people could see an ad, but not everyone clicks on it. 1,047 people only clicked on it. So what is the CTR? Interaction rate of CTR is 0.3%, which means that if 100 people have seen on it, if 1,000 people have seen that, 3 people clicked on it. That's what this interaction rate means. Now I am paying for this figure. 99.7% people who did not show interest in my ad, even though they were my keywords. That means people are interested in DMAT database and all that, but they were not interested in my ad. I am not paying for those 99.7% people at all. I am not paying for this people who are seeing my ad. I am paying for this people who have clicked on it. So 1,047 clicks into 2.62 rupees only. I have spent only 2,742 people to create such a big impression. Same pricing you compare with newspaper, you will be totally stunned how cheap SEM is. 3,32,000 people have seen your ad, and what you are paying is peanuts. Just 2 rupees for a person who is interested in your business. We throw pamphlets and all, 50 paisa, 70 paisa each pamphlet cost. 99% people throw it away in dustbin, but we are still paying for it. Here all around the location what you have selected, interested people who have clicked your ad, who have got the information in your website, you are paying only 2.60 rupees to them. Plus GST is separate. GST is 18%. Even then 2.8 rupees or 3 rupees, let's say 3 rupees per interested person. Now that is your talent, how good you convert them. These are the people who are really interested. A lot of people will call, they are going to fill the inquiry form. You will get their details also. But then you got to talk to them and convince them. That skills you require. Even out of 100, if you are able to convert one, you have still cracked a big deal. 300 rupees is what you are paying, 15,000 rupees is what you are getting. Likewise, this second ad, slightly higher because this DMAT database is cheaper. Stock market is very expensive keyword. Even then, it is cheap comparing with the traditional marketing. 8.5 rupees is only what we have spent, and this is the return what we have got. Why this keyword is expensive? Because I told you lifetime customer value. Remember the example of Uber. Remember the example of Jio. 1 year they had only spent money, burnt cash to acquire that customer to make permanent income. Stock market is also one such keyword. If I get one DMAT account from a customer, lifelong he will be trading and I will be getting the brokerage out of him. 15,000 training plus lifelong brokerage from that client. That's why the ads are going to be expensive. And then you will be seeing what is the quality score. If you click on the campaign, let's say I click on DMAT database. Quality score is given at keyword level. These are all the keywords, sorry, ad groups. Under the ad groups, I have keywords. Each of these report what I am showing you is downloadable, because your client will ask, please give me the report according to campaign, according to ad group, according to ads, according to keywords. Tell me for each keyword how many people have clicked, how many people have seen, what's the CTR. So this quality score will be shown when the ads are up and running. All the ads are right now in pause mode. Though these are all enabled, but the campaign itself is paused. So it makes no sense whether it is enabled or not. If campaign is paused, though these are enabled, everything is paused because campaign is at a higher hierarchy. But all these reports are downloadable, and you see that any particular keyword, the costing is very high. Let's say these two, you can pause that specific keywords. Why to pay higher? This is expensive, this is expensive, this is expensive. Pause it. After you pause, the ads will not be shown for those keywords. Let us run cheaper ads. All the reports can be downloaded. While the ads are running, you will also get to know what is the price you need to set. Individually for every any keyword, you want to pay different price. Click on edit. This is a keyword. Okay, I have selected an automated billing here. But if you select manual bidding, you just do double click here, you will be able to edit the price. We'll see for some other campaign. In case that you have selected an manual option bidding, you have an option to change the price at keyword level. Every keyword, just click here or here and give the pricing. This is overall your account performance. So all the campaigns together in this account of AdWords, 8.3 million impression, which is like 80 lakh people have seen that. 3,540 rupees is only spent. Approximately 1 crore people seeing an ad, and you are spending only 4,000 rupees on them. Sorry, 3.54 per click, approximately 13,000 rupees on them, including the GST and all that, 13 to 14,000. 83 lakh people seeing and spending only 14,000. Average CPC is 3 rupees 60 paisa. 3,540 people have shown interest. This is the average quality score. And keyword level, if you want to see, you got to click on it. So these are keywords given in phrase modifier. Only while the ads are running, you will be able to see all these details. So this is a screen to see the performance of the campaign. So what we have discussed is only this section. We'll come back to these areas also once we are done with the other type of campaigns. Let us see the second campaign. So if you remember, we selected website traffic. Inside website traffic, we selected as search. So what is a search? Ads will get displayed in the search engine. But if you want to display ad into other websites, I told you can display ads in your competitor websites. Then select display network. Display network means banner ads. Inside banner ads, you can display text also, but that will come in the form of a banner. So I select the display network. Now standard display campaign means we will have to create the ads manually, but little bit automatic options are also there. Smart display campaign means AI program by Google, where automatically he will decide how the ads have to get created, automated ads and all that. Never anything is suggestible which is automated, at least in digital marketing. Artificial intelligence is only at a basic level right now. System is not smarter than human beings, at least at this stage. Maybe in future it will be. So for now, better everything to do manually. So I select as standard display campaign. In case you want to display ads only in Gmail, then you can select Gmail campaign. You must have seen there is a promotion tab in Gmail. So there, that is nothing but Google Ads. An email will go to the person's email. You don't require his email ID. Google is not going to expose that. But after you have selected a Gmail campaign, you are going to fix the details, like to which people you want to display that. People who have shown interest in stock market, share market, likewise. So they will be seeing like an inbox there. Inside that inbox, the content will be the ad what you are creating. So what you are going to display into banner ads into other website, that will come in the form of an email to the Gmail users which are meeting your criteria of interested people. So I select here as standard display campaign. Once you are clear with this, then Gmail is, the same options are available for Gmail campaign. Here there are more options compared to this. I'll give my website address again. Continue. So these points we have already checked it. Firstly, give the campaign name. Let's give some meaningful name here. To understand this interface, it requires practice, guys. You need to practice. You don't have to pay money for practicing. Ads and all that you can create it. They will run only when there is balance in your account. But for practice purpose, you can create as many campaigns, ad groups and ads as possible. SEO you don't require practical experience, but in SEM you do require. So here practice is must. Now bidding. Understand there is a difference between bidding and focus. My focus on my target, my motive behind SEM is to get admissions. I want lot of online admissions. Then it will be conversions here. Conversions means nothing but converting a customer to a sale. Alternatively, viewable impressions. My target behind SEM is lot of people should know about Sanjay Technologies. The word Sanjay Technology should become popular. That means you are only focusing on awareness. You are only interested people should see your ad. You are not bothered whether they are clicking or whether they are joining. So in my case, this is not suitable, but in some cases it is, like save water, wear mask, donate, Airtel, any recharge plan. So movie trailers, any new movie has got released, they want to display an ad. So there we don't expect a person to click on it, but at least that name has to go. Airtel new recharge plan 99 rupees starting for 3G internet. That words you have read, that will be there in your mind. So what you want to create an impression with your ad, then you'll have to go with the focus as viewable impression. So in this case, it is conversions. Most of the time it is conversions only. Help, old age and all that, for them viewable impressions is suitable. Save water, best example. For save water, when you are watching an ad as save water, please don't waste water, save water, like that, we don't expect the click on an ad. But a person should read that message, our target is achieved. So if your target itself is a person seeing your ad, then you can go with viewable impression. How do you want to get conversions? Automatically. This automatic option is better, because this automatic option means that out of multiple varieties of the ads that you have created, Google is going to test by rotating an ad to see which ad is actually getting conversion. How does Google get to know whether this guy is getting converted? I already told you we are going to create that conversion goal. So a search engine is very clear what is a user doing inside your website. The entire navigation they record it. After clicking the ad in your site, whether they are going to page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4, page 5, then after that how much time they have spent, what did they do, did they go to the payment page, did they click on the submit button, after that did the bank accept the payment or not, all that they know it. But how is it possible? Because once all these campaigns are created, I am going to show you how the conversion goal has to be set. There in that process, we are going to put a common code in every page. Some Google AdWord code will be there, which we have to place it in every page. So wherever that user is going through his mining footprint, search engine will get to know that yes, this page code got executed, this page got code executed, then this page code could not get executed. So search engine will tell you that the users are coming to your site, they are going to page 1, page 2, but they are not able to cross page 3. So some problem in page 3, like that we can find it out. Such kind of detailed research cannot be done into traditional marketing, guys. These are all the advantages or the edge what a digital marketing has got over traditional. I've seen the response in my own social circle. Everybody wants digital marketing professional. 4-5 days I was out of the town and there were a lot of inquiries on digital marketing. So the demand is good because everything is turning online. Everybody wants to show their presence online. Everybody wants to have a website. Like how emails have become very important, now in this generation, websites have become important. You may be running a business, small, big, home tuition, whatever. But if you don't have a website, it looks to be very small. May not be, but it looks to be small. You have a website, even a small business looks big. So if my target is to get an admission, what is that? For what price do I want that admission? I may say only 10 rupees. I'll say Google that only for 10 rupees you have to achieve my target. Even 1 rupee will accept it, but you need to understand the logic here, which I already told you. Your competitor may be paying generously. Then Google display his ads. Why will he display ad where you are paying 1 rupee? Google wants to make 1000 rupees. So pay generously. If my admission fee is 15,000 and if I have at least let's say 50% margin, 7,500 rupees, then I can happily pay 3,000 rupees to Google. The more the amount you pay, more aggressively your ad will get displayed, then more admissions you would get. Create dull ad, no problem, but here pay generously. Because you know this is directly margin. Ad, CPC and all that will be set automatically. You don't have to put any bidding. What price per keyword is set automatically. But Google will make sure that the payment happens for every 3,000 rupees bill. And how does he know that the payment has happened? In invoice page also we'll put the tracking code. If the tracking code is getting executed, Google knows that yes, this guy has taken an admission. Like that it finds out. So understand what kind of logic they have applied. Today when I discuss with my business people who are into the business, who are interested in digital marketing, that I say that you have such kind of bidding option wherein you will pay only when you receive the payment from the client. And they are all surprised. How is it possible? In fact, even after that, one question you may get. So what if my friend directly goes into my website and does the payment? Will Google take the credit of it? You may be surprised, but Google is not going to take a penny out of it, and Google is very clear in knowing that this guy admission has come through me and the other one what you got is direct. He will say that. Understand how smart is this search engine. Not only he knows that how many people have taken admission, but he also knows whether this admission has come through me or directly. So how does he know it has come through Google? Because firstly the ad click event has to happen. Na? Google see that the action 1 is ad click and the last action is online admission. That full circle has to happen, then only he will be charging you this amount. but someone goes directly to the website, does online payment, even then the AdWords code will get executed because that is there in the invoice page. But Google says that ad click event should also happen, plus the invoice page ad code has to run. That two things, if it happens, then only this amount will be charged. Any one happens, he is not going to charge. So my billing should not cross 3000 per admission, and per click is what I want to pay to Google. You charge me per click basis, but make sure that overall bill does not cross 3000 per admission basis. Hope there is no confusion here. In case you have it, you can ask me. So in each day, how much is the maximum amount that you can spend? 1000. So because I've set CP as 3000, he says that minimum 3000 is what I need to set. Good. Then what other options we have here? Additional settings. The same thing what we have seen there. Okay. Scheduling your ads and all that. So I don't want to go there again. So ad group, any ad group name you can give, and which all categories you want to display your ad. Remember, in SEM I told you you can do rival marketing. Let's say my competitor is Money Control. Moneycontrol.com is a stock market based website. A lot of people visit frequently, and he is my direct competitor. Every person visiting Money Control is a guy who is already having a Demat account and who is an active trader. And Money Control has got the space for Google Ads. This is again an important point. You can't randomly pick any website and say that I wish to display ad there. That site must be having a space for Google AdSense. Money Control has given the space to Google AdSense. Then you can display your ads there. Hasn't given, you cannot. So like that, there may be multiple websites which are your competitors and where Google AdSense is already being displayed. Then what I'll do? Browse. Sorry, search itself. Let me unzoom this. There are some options hidden. Okay, here, content targeting. Sorry. I'll come back to this. First, I will complete this one, demographic. I wish to display my ad in all the websites. Banner ads means websites which are relevant to SEO and SEM services. This is generic. There may be thousands of websites which are into this, but specific website only you want to display ad, that part will also come in a while. The next thing is the demographic. You may be having a cosmetic company. You may want to display ad only to females. New launch, Ponds, cream, winter cream, whatever. You may be promoting men grooming products, shaving blade, trimmer, let's say trimmer. There's no point in displaying the ads to the females. So in case your requirement is to target a particular gender between certain age group, then you can open up this option. Don't take unknown as some other word there. Unknown here means Google is not sure about the identity of the person because he may not be using Google service, that profile details are missing. So you're not sure whether it's male or female. Do you want to take a chance to display ads to them? No. I want the ads to be displayed only to male where Google is sure shot, confirm. Between an age group of 15 to 44 because my products are meant for the young people. Imami face wash, let's say. This is advantage over traditional marketing. Are they married, not married, let's say not a parent. Household income, top 10 richest class people, or tier 2 rich class, tier 3 rich class, tier 4 rich class. First of all, in India, a lot of people don't fill these details, but in America and some developed countries, in the profile that fields are mandatory. Sooner in India also it will happen. So when it happens, then you will be able to choose even the confined rich class people, or now let's say a luxurious car. they may want to choose this kind of category. Why to display ad to the middle class and low class when they cannot be their potential customers at all? So depending upon the product that you are offering, this is very important. There's a newly launched company called as Dyson. Now, this Dyson is into the home cleaning equipments. They are very expensive. 60,000, 80,000, 90,000, 1 lakh, 3 lakh, 5 lakh equipments are also there, which are only for hygiene and home cleaning, not even commercial. But who can afford that? Only rich class people would want to go with such equipments. Otherwise, a middle class, low class, they are good with the broom itself. Vacuum cleaner, advanced vacuum cleaner, and also Dyson is a company name. So for such kind of company, that top 10% is very important. LIC insurance company, they generally target the middle class people. So that is your demographic, and then we have problem with zooming and unzooming. Content targeting. You may want to display ads which are relevant to certain topics, keywords. All the websites which are focusing these keywords, you may want to display ads there. One by one, you can put all the keywords. Likewise. You don't have to give here double quote, square bracket and all that. No, no. Don't get confused. That was for search engine. This is for display campaign. You may want to display ads which are on the websites which are based upon certain topics, arts and entertainment. Not able to. Okay. Sites which are in the category of this, or you say no specific website, type here. Automatically only those sites will come up which have got Google Ads. Okay, here it is not website. In this website, what are the categories which are there, that has come up. So this is still a category suggestion. Website will come in the third option. So I want to display ads in all the websites which are based on business. These are subcategory, these are main category. Business and asset and portfolio management. And then I wish to display ad in specific websites also. So for that I go with the next option. Let me go down. Placements. Here I can type it. You want to display ad in a particular YouTube channel. You may want to display ad in particular apps, particular websites. I want to display ad only in moneycontrol.com. So Money Control does not have AdSense. So what you can do, some other sites he has suggested, you can choose them. Okay, in these all websites your ad will get displayed. Maybe some other site will see NSA India. NSA India also does not have Google Ads. This is okay. Charting is a very popular site. So you got to first manually check in which all sites you have Google Ads, and those sites you can directly type here. These are some suggestions provided by Google. So only in this list of the websites your ads will get displayed. But we have also selected along with this the demographic. See, this is or not and, understand this point. Ad will get displayed in this condition or that condition, any one is satisfied. You say no only website, then remove this. These are all optional. If you want to use, you can, otherwise you can delete it. You want to display ads only in specific website, only choose directly the placement and mention your website addresses here. Alright. This data is not yet there, but once you have the enough data, then you will be able to increase how much of reach you want. Now how much of coverage, how much aggressively you want to spend. Okay, this is ad creation part. We'll see this in next class. Okay, so let us see the ad creation part in tomorrow's class, where you will be able to see the preview of it also. Mobile, desktop, laptop. We haven't yet created. Tomorrow we'll do this. So from here, let's continue. And any questions you have in today's session, kindly use the chat window or the audio control.